Hello everyone. In this tutorial I'm going to take you through the steps for registering for an online free course on the Promethean Planet website and give you just a brief overview of the tutorials and how they work. From the Module 5 page, simply click on the link for Promethean Planet. All the steps that are listed on that page are what we're going through right now. You're going to go up into the navigation bar, mouse over Professional Development, and then in the list column on the right, we're clicking on Active Learning. This page lists different types of learning opportunities through Promethean Planet. If you want to take the time to watch the video, you can do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to the convenient online courses and click on Take an Online Course. When that page opens up, we'll see that there are a variety of course offerings available. The links here on the left are the free courses. The links on the right cost you lots of money. So we're going to go to the free courses. The introductory course is nice. It gives you a lot of information, some documents to help you get off to a good start. And the migration courses are good if you have used a previous version of the Promethean software. We're going to do the Learner Response Systems course. So click on there. I was already logged in, but obviously you'll need to log in to the Promethean Planet website. If you don't already have a registration there, it is free. Alright, and here is our course, and we're going to go right down to the link for Enroll Now. They'll ask us if we really want to enroll. Yes, we do. Click there. And now here is our course. The top section just gives you an overview of the course. The next section, the free webinar, that's intended to be completed after you've done the course content, so we're going to skip that. Overview, go ahead and read through the overview. And then you have two different sections. Active expression is covered separately from ActiveVote. Whichever device you'll be using in your classroom is the one that you should complete. If you are in a situation where both are available, I would recommend going through the tutorial for the active expressions, because anything you can do with an ActiveVote, you can also do with an expression. So here we are, and we're going to complete the active expression tutorial. And all of the links that have the little book next to them, those are the tutorials themselves, and you'll see we have two sections there. If we click where it says flip charts, for various tutorials you have flip charts that you can practice with. They're the flip charts that are used in the tutorials themselves, and you can go ahead and play around with them on your own. So if you want to, you can simply click. It asks you if you want to save or open it. I'm going to save it. And there it is. If I right click, show it in the Finder, mine happens to be in my Downloads folder. I would take that out and just put it on the desktop so it's handy. Close that up, and we're going to use the back button to navigate back to our tutorial. We've got our two different sets of tutorials we can go through, the flip charts that go with those tutorials, and now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the first one. When you see the tutorial page, you'll see an image at the top of the screen, and down at the bottom there's step-by-step instructions. And you'll notice on the screen we have this number 1 call-out button, and that corresponds to number 1 in our list. It says, note, before registering a device you must connect the Active Hub, launch ActiveInspire, open the voting browser. If we click right on that spot, we'll see the number 2 pop up. So even though we're not in the ActiveInspire software itself, we're going through the same steps. And then number 2 on the list says click on device registration. That's the icon for device registration, so we click. Then it says to select active expressions. These are the exact same steps you would be following in the software itself. And then click on Register, choose the number of devices you want to register, click Next. Once we go through all of the screens that they want you to see, the last image that you'll see in each of the tutorials is this overview of all the steps. They take bits and pieces of each of the screens, put them together so you can see them all combined. Now we're finished with tutorial 1. Click on the next arrow at the bottom of the page, and here we are in tutorial 2. You'll notice the menu on the side. You can simply click on the next one. So if there are things that you want to skip for now, you can do that. So that's an easy way to navigate. You don't have to just click the arrow buttons and click, 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 click until you find the one you want. So here we are on tutorial 2, renaming and removing devices, and we follow the same steps. You can read the information at the bottom of the screen, follow along by clicking at the top of the screen. At some point the computer takes over. I did not type in student 1. The computer did that. All I'm doing is clicking where the numbers appear. Tutorial takes over. And now it's my turn, so I click for number 3 down at the bottom to rename all devices, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Takes you through all the steps, and we're just going to go ahead and skip to the last one, Settings. Once you work your way through all the tutorials, you'll notice that instead of the next arrow, you've got this one that's pointing up, and that's to exit the tutorial. We'll pretend we completed all the tutorials, we're ready to exit, and then here we are back on our original tutorial page. You can go ahead and go through the next tutorials, and then we have some resources we can look at. These are PDFs. We can tell by the icon that it's a PDF, so you can go ahead and download those either on your home computer or on the computer that you use for daily instruction, so you have those handy. And the last thing here is the active expression assessment. Click on the link and it takes you to, in this case, a 12-question assessment. And I already took it, so we're not going to open it up. But basically, they allow you to reattempt the quiz as many times as needed to learn the material. Once you finish and you submit the assessment, then you're given feedback. They tell you which questions are correct, if they're partially correct, if they're incorrect. And then they recommend that you go back through the tutorials to find those sections that you need a little more work on. Once you have gotten full points, you can, let's go back, you can print a certificate of completion. Scrolling down here, we can see the ActiveVote section. There aren't as many tutorials. The ActiveVotes are a simpler device. They don't have as many options in terms of the question types, and unlike the active expressions, you can't do the self-paced questions. Continuing on down the page, Active Engage is the response system that you can use with laptop computers, and there are additional tutorials there, and that is the end. So good luck on your tutorials. I hope this helped.